The truth about Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Now, before we get started, I need you to understand that this is going to be my opinion based on my experiences and what I've experienced in my life, all right? You guys see a lot of the shadow boxing, kickboxing, I'll be kicking the bag, this and that, but I don't tell you guys too much about Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. What you need to know is I actually fought mixed martial arts. Now, this is my truth of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, okay? As a pure boxer, I boxed as a kid for a very good boxing gym. All up until I was 20 years old is when I got introduced to mixed martial arts. All up until then, everything was about the hands and kicks. If you fight on the streets, dude, like if you fall down, they stop it and you stand back up and you use the hands. Like even kicks were not allowed where I was around, okay? So when I got into mixed martial arts, first we warmed up with boxing sparring. The first day I ever went to my mixed martial arts team, well, I was dusting fools. Like I was good with my hands. I practiced it for a very long time. Now when we got into the mixed martial arts rounds of sparring, that's when I was humbled, okay? Now if a boxer, pure boxer, who boxed for years, gets into mixed martial arts or grappling, they're gonna have an extremely hard time. And this is vice versa. If you're a grappler and you've done Brazilian Jiu Jitsu wrestling for an extremely long time and you try to make the switch to boxing, you're going to have a hard time. It goes both ways, all right? But this is my experience and this is my truth when it comes to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, all right? Once I started competing in mixed martial arts, I kind of figure out my way around grappling and Jiu Jitsu. I tried it out on people. You know, there's people that were known in the streets and I would go cross-train with my friend and he had friends that were known, you know, on the streets. Like they're known for knocking dudes out on the street, okay? We do some MMA sparring and, you know, of course I can keep up with the hands because I was good at boxing and because of my background now in figuring out jiu-jitsu with really good guys who are blue belts, blue, purple, brown, black, okay? They taught me a lot of stuff when I sparred with these guys who were known on the street. When I took them down because they had no defense and I started to, you know, put them in little traps and holds, it was obvious that if you know Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, it's very dangerous, okay? You are a very dangerous individual. When it comes to Jiu Jitsu, Jiu Jitsu is not natural. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is not natural, okay? If you want to open your mind, do some Jiu Jitsu, especially if you're just a pure boxer and you want to see how tough you are. Go to a jiu-jitsu gym, dude, and your mind will just explode. That's what happened to me, and that's the truth for me. The truth of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, part 2. Now, from the first video, I appreciate all of your comments. Some of you guys, I could sense, got butt hurt. Of course, it's normal. Like, when a dude told me that grappling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was very effective, I was like, come here, let me give you some of these hands. You go for my legs. I'm pounding you out. If we do fall to the ground, like, I'm somehow going to grab you by the neck and I'm just going to just lay it on you. And, like, I'm, like, speechless, dude. I thought that what was going to happen, but no, it did not. Now, this is not going to be a biased video, okay? Throughout my life, I wanted to be the baddest, the best, okay? So, with this desire of mine, I went, and I kind of knew that I would have to go around to all these different arts, you know? And like I said, I'm not trying to make this a biased video. Throughout my life, throughout my experiences, like I said in the first video, these are my experiences, and this is what I just observed, okay? The art is just a vehicle. It all comes down to the doer, the person doing the martial art, okay? So like I said, I boxed as a kid. In my early 20s, I fought mixed martial arts. After I was done with fighting, I opened up a strength and conditioning gym. Now, this kind of kept me close to fighting. With this strength and conditioning gym, I got to train special force dudes, Marines, military combat guys, undercover cops, police officers, Krav Maga, Taekwondo, Kempo, everything, dude. I got to see everything and everyone at a high level. I got to dance with all of them, you know. They just wanted to see what I knew in order for me to be their strength and conditioning coach. And Brazilian Jiu Jitsu helped me to subdue all of them. But like I said, I'm not trying to make this a biased video, okay? All mixed martial arts is just a vehicle. Let's say a black belt in jiu-jitsu dude comes up to me, tries to fight me, and I knock his ass out with these hands. That doesn't make him a shitty Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. It doesn't make Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu shitty. It's just that individual didn't have the comprehension to take what he knows to subdue me. Same thing around. If a black belt Jiu-Jitsu guy comes on me and I try to, take him out with the hands and it doesn't work, he taps me out, doesn't make me a shitty boxer. I just didn't know how to relate what I know, my skills, to subdue him. And that's just what it is. Understand that every martial art basically is just a vehicle of a person's expression. So everything has its pros and cons, you know what I mean? And it's best to get into mixed martial arts. If you want to be a complete fighter, a real badass, you got to know everything. You got to know what's out there, and that's just the truth, dude. I'm not trying to be biased with anything. Just learn everything and just grow and evolve.